When you think about automatic watches, Swiss brands usually dominate the conversation with their expensive price tags and fancy marketing. But here's the truth that watch snobs don't want you to know. Seiko has been quietly building automatic watches that absolutely crush the competition at every price point. We're talking about watches with movements so reliable they run for decades, build quality that rivals brands costing 10 times more, and innovations that change the entire watch industry forever. In this video, we're counting down 10 Seiko automatic watches that prove you don't need to spend a fortune to get world-class horology on your wrist. From affordable daily beaters to luxury pieces that compete with the best Swiss watches, these Seikos will make you question why anyone pays premium prices for inferior timepieces. Let's dive in and see how Seiko destroys the competition. Number 10. Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRPB 43. Starting our countdown at number 10 is the stunning Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRPB 43, a watch that proves dress watches don't have to be boring or expensive. This watch features a gorgeous sunburst blue dial that changes color depending on the lighting, creating a mesmerizing effect that catches everyone's eye. The dial finishing is so good that people constantly mistake it for watches costing 3 or 4 times the price. It's powered by the reliable 4R35 automatic movement that beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour and provides about 41 hours of power reserve. The movement is visible through an exhibition case back, letting you watch the rotor spin and the gears work their magic. The case is 40.5 mm in diameter, which is the perfect size for dress watches that need to slide under shirt cuffs easily. It has a domed hardlex crystal that adds vintage charm and protects the beautiful dial underneath. The watch is water-resistant to 50 meters, enough for daily wear and accidental splashes. The hands are polished and faceted to catch light beautifully. The date window sits at 3 o'clock and matches the dial color perfectly. People who own this watch report getting compliments constantly and being asked what luxury brand it is. The leather strap is decent quality, but many owners upgrade to aftermarket straps for even better looks. Number 9. Seiko 5 Sports SRPD 51. At number 9, we have the Seiko 5 Sports SRPD 51, a watch that represents incredible value and proves that affordable doesn't mean cheap. This is part of Seiko's legendary 5 Sports line that has been providing reliable automatic watches to enthusiasts for decades. The watch has a bold 42.5 mm case that wears comfortably and looks substantial on the wrist. It's powered by the 4R36 automatic movement, which is essentially the same movement as the SRPB 43, but with hacking seconds and hand-winding capabilities. The day-date complication sits at 3 o'clock and is available in multiple languages. The dial is clean and highly legible, with large applied indices and hands coated in LumiBrite for excellent night visibility. The unidirectional rotating bezel clicks precisely and feels solid under your fingers. It's water-resistant to 100 meters, making it suitable for swimming and snorkeling adventures. The case back is solid, keeping the watch slim and protecting the movement. The hardlex crystal is tough and scratch-resistant for daily wear. This watch has become hugely popular in the modding community because it's easy to customize and affordable enough that you don't feel bad modifying it. The bracelet is functional and comfortable with solid end links. People love this watch because it's the perfect everyday beater that takes abuse and keeps running perfectly. Number 8. Seiko Prospex Samurai SRPE 93. Coming in at number 8 is the aggressive Seiko Prospex Samurai SRPE 93, a dive watch with a design language that's impossible to ignore. The case shape is unique with angular lines and sharp edges that earned it the Samurai nickname from fans worldwide. It measures 43.8 mm in diameter, but wears smaller because of the short lug-to-lug distance. The watch is powered by the excellent 4R35 movement, providing reliable timekeeping and 41 hours of power reserve. The dial is detailed with multiple textures and finishes that create depth and visual interest. The hands are large and generously coated with LumiBrite that glows like a torch in darkness. The unidirectional bezel has a grippy design that's easy to operate even with wet or gloved hands. It's rated for 200 meters of water resistance with a screw-down crown for serious diving capability. The hardlex crystal is thick and domed slightly for vintage charm. The day-date window is positioned at 3 o'clock with clear printing. The case finishing combines brushed and polished surfaces beautifully. This watch has proven incredibly popular with divers and watch enthusiasts who appreciate unique design. The bracelet is solid and comfortable with a diver's extension clasp. People report this watch taking serious abuse during water sports and outdoor activities while maintaining perfect accuracy. Number 7. Seiko Alpinist SPB121. At lucky number 7 sits the legendary Seiko Alpinist SPB121, a watch with a cult following that borders on obsession. This is the modern reissue of Seiko's classic field watch designed for mountain explorers and outdoor adventurers. The green sunburst dial is absolutely gorgeous and changes from dark forest to bright emerald, depending on lighting conditions. It measures 39.5 meters, which is the perfect size for a tool watch that needs to be practical and comfortable. The watch uses the 6R35 movement, which is Seiko's upgraded caliber with 70 hours of power reserve. The internal rotating compass bezel is a unique feature controlled by the crown at 4 o'clock position. The cathedral hands are beautifully shaped and filled with LumiBright for night reading. It's water-resistant to 200 meters, despite being designed for mountains rather than oceans. The sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating provides excellent clarity and scratch resistance. The case finishing is superb with a mix of brushing and polishing that looks premium. The date window at 6 o'clock maintains dial symmetry beautifully. This watch has waiting lists at authorized dealers because demand far exceeds supply. Outdoor enthusiasts love how it combines vintage charm with modern reliability. The leather strap is high quality and comfortable right out of the box. Number 6. Seiko Prospex Turtle SRPD63. Halfway through our countdown at number 6 is the iconic Seiko Prospex Turtle SRPD63, a watch that pays homage to Seiko's legendary dive watches from the 1970s. The cushion case shape is distinctive and comfortable with curves that hug your wrist perfectly. It measures 45 meters, but the unique shape makes it wear much smaller than you'd expect. The watch is powered by the reliable 4R36 movement with hacking and hand-winding capabilities. The dial has a beautiful sunburst finish that adds depth and visual interest. The hands and markers are generously coated with LumiBright that provides exceptional visibility underwater and in darkness. The unidirectional bezel is chunky and easy to grip with positive clicks that inspire confidence. It's rated for 200 meters of water resistance, making it a serious tool for diving. The Hardlex crystal is domed, giving it vintage character that enthusiasts absolutely love. The day-date window sits at 3 o'clock with clear and easy-to-read printing. The case finishing combines brushed and polished surfaces expertly. This watch has become a favorite among actual divers who need reliable equipment at reasonable prices. The bracelet is solid with a reliable clasp and comfortable links. People report this watch surviving years of saltwater diving, rough handling, and daily wear without missing a beat. Number 5. Seiko 5 GMT SSK05. Breaking into the top 5 is the incredibly practical Seiko 5 GMT SSK005, a watch that brings GMT complications to the masses at an unbeatable price point. This watch lets you track 2 time zones simultaneously, perfect for travelers and people who work across different regions. It measures 42.5 millimeters and has a clean, sporty design that works in any situation. The watch uses the innovative 4R34 movement, which is Seiko's answer to expensive Swiss GMT movements. The GMT hand makes one rotation every 24 hours and points to a special scale on the bezel. The bidirectional rotating bezel allows you to track a third time zone if needed. The dial is clean and legible with applied indices and large hands. The LumiBright coating on hands and markers provides excellent night visibility. It's water-resistant to 100 meters for swimming and water sports. The day-date complication sits at 3 o'clock with multiple language options. The Hardlex crystal is tough and practical for everyday wear. The case back is solid, keeping the watch profile slim. This watch has become hugely popular because GMT complications usually cost much more from other brands. Frequent travelers love how practical and reliable it is for international trips. The bracelet is comfortable with solid construction and good weight. People appreciate how Seiko democratized a complication that was previously only for luxury watches. Number 4. Seiko Prospex 1968 Diver SPB 143. At number 4, we have the absolutely gorgeous Seiko Prospex 1968 Diver SPB 143, a modern interpretation of a vintage classic that collectors go crazy for. This watch recreates the design of Seiko's iconic 1968 dive watch with modern upgrades and reliability. The case is 40.5 millimeters, which is smaller than most modern dive watches and perfect for people who want vintage sizing. It's powered by the excellent 6R35 movement, providing 70 hours of power reserve. The dial has a beautiful sunburst finish in gray that looks sophisticated and tool-like simultaneously. The hands and markers use LumiBright and are designed to maximize legibility underwater. The unidirectional bezel has a ceramic insert that's virtually scratch-proof and maintains its looks forever. It's rated for 200 meters of water resistance with a screw-down crown. The sapphire crystal has anti-reflective coating on the inside for excellent clarity. The case finishing is absolutely superb with sharp lines and perfect execution. The bracelet uses vintage-inspired design with modern comfort and reliability. This watch regularly appears on best dive watch lists, despite competing against brands costing much more. Collectors appreciate how it captures vintage charm while offering modern performance. The date window at 3 o'clock is subtle and well integrated. Number 3. Grand Seiko Snowflake SLGA009. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the breathtaking Grand Seiko Snowflake SLGA009, a watch that proves Seiko can compete with any luxury brand in the world. This is Grand Seiko's spring drive technology, which combines mechanical watchmaking with electronic regulation for incredible accuracy. The movement achieves plus or minus 1 second per day accuracy, which is better than most Swiss chronometers. The dial texture is inspired by snow on Japanese mountains and is absolutely mesmerizing in person. It measures 40 millimeters with thin bezels, making the dial look huge and impressive. The case finishing is done by hand using traditional Japanese techniques called zoratsu polishing. The hands are multifaceted and catch light beautifully from every angle. The power reserve indicator shows the 5-day power reserve clearly. It's water-resistant to 100 meters with a screw-down crown. The sapphire crystal has anti-reflective coating on both sides for perfect clarity. The date window is framed and integrated beautifully into the dial design. The titanium case and bracelet make it incredibly light and comfortable for all-day wear. This watch costs serious money, but still undercuts Swiss competitors with similar specifications. Watch enthusiasts who see this in person are blown away by the finishing quality. The spring drive sweep secondhand glides smoothly without ticking, creating a hypnotic effect. Number 2. King Seiko SPB287. Taking silver at number 2 is the historically significant King Seiko SPB287, a watch that revives a legendary line from Seiko's past. The original King Seiko competed directly against Grand Seiko in the 1960s and 1970s with exceptional quality and design. This modern version captures that heritage with a distinctive case shape and incredible attention to detail. It measures 38.1mm, making it perfect for people who appreciate vintage-inspired sizing. The watch uses the 6R31 movement with 70 hours of power reserve and manual winding capability. The dial has a subtle vertical texture that adds depth without being flashy. The hands are faceted and polished beautifully, catching light from every direction. The case finishing uses multiple techniques, creating surfaces that rival luxury Swiss brands. It's water-resistant to 100 meters with a screw-down crown. The sapphire crystal is box-shaped, giving it vintage character and excellent clarity. The bracelet design is inspired by the original with modern comfort improvements. The date window at 3 o'clock is perfectly sized and proportioned. This watch has received universal praise from watch journalists and collectors worldwide. People appreciate how Seiko brought back a legendary name with proper respect and execution. The attention to detail in finishing and design is absolutely extraordinary for the price point. Number 1. Seiko Marine Master 300 SBDX0107. Finally, claiming the championship at number 1 is the legendary Seiko Marine Master 300 SBDX07, the ultimate professional dive watch that destroys competitors costing twice as much. This is Seiko's flagship professional diving tool used by actual commercial and military divers worldwide. It's rated for 300 meters of water resistance with construction that exceeds ISO standards for diving watches. The case is 44 mm with a thickness that houses the incredibly robust 8L35 movement. This movement is Grand Seiko quality with superior finishing and regulation for exceptional accuracy. The dial is simple, clean, and designed purely for maximum legibility in terrible visibility conditions. The hands and markers use thick applications of LumiBrite that glow like searchlights underwater. The unidirectional bezel is thick, grippy, and operates perfectly even with dive gloves on. The sapphire crystal is flat with anti-reflective coating and thick enough to withstand pressure at depth. The case finishing combines sharp-brushed surfaces with polished accents beautifully. The screw-down crown at 4 o'clock position prevents accidental adjustment and keeps water out completely. The accordion-style rubber strap is incredibly comfortable and durable for actual diving use.